Hey,
Yeah.
hi, Mohammed. This is Amir here.
Yeah. Hi.
Can we start?
Yeah. We can start now. Not a problem.
Okay. Yeah. Can you tell me about yourself?
Yeah. Myself, Manan. I'm working as a senior software engineer for Udvo Software Solutions, having around four plus years of experience. So I'm working as a senior PLSQL developer. So I'm working for the project called Healthcare System Project. Like uh, it's like both we have. I'm supposed to EHR and so billing systems. I'm working for the. So we use the Java for the print end purpose. Uh, so like apart from that, we used to create some kind of reports.
So, how much years of hands-on you have on PLSQL?
Yeah, 4.5 years.
Okay, so all 4 years you have hands-on experience.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So
Currently, you're working on the development project or maintenance project?
it's a both development and the support kind of thing. 90% of the development kind of thing. So 10% like fixing some kind of issues for the existing thing. So we used to support for them.
Okay. Can you tell me about the difference between function and procedure?
Stored function and stored procedure, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So function. So both of them. So we used to write business logic like DML statements. So a DML select kind of thing. So apart from that, function is used to must return a value. Like stored procedures may or may not return value. If you want to return, we used to like use out parameters kind of thing, in or out mode kind of thing. So whereas inside a procedure we can use a return statement also. So function must return.
So function is return value. If I want to return 10 rows and 10 columns by using a function, will it be possible?
Sorry, come again? Yeah, we can do it by using out parameter. All return sysref cursor we can use, not a problem.
So, 10 rows and so multiple columns and multiple rows I can return by using function, right?
Yeah, we can return by using return sysref cursor. By using cursor parameter, suppose if we create a tag global.
What is sysref cursor?
Sysref cursor, it is so used to support 8i onwards. It's a reference cursor. So by using reference cursor, we can return the data to the application program interface. So apart from that, we can use out parameter also. Not only return parameter, we can use out parameters also inside the function. But when we use the out parameter in functions, we cannot call from the SQL statement. Like select or insert, update, delete, we cannot use those kind of thing. So such a situation mutating kind of activity, it will arise.
Okay. So you have, in your resume, you have written that you use bulk collect and bulk line.
Yeah.
Please explain me what is bulk collect and bulk line and where it is used.
So instead of using normal cursor for loops, so it will take context switching for each and every request and response, like it's sending to the SQL engine to the PLSQL engine. So suppose let's say we have 1 lakh records in that particular table, let's say table A. So instead of using a simple cursor loop, 1 lakh switchings, we used to take entire thing in a one nested table or index by table. So though it will keep in one PGA area library cache, so that it will process very easy in one context switch. So performance booster is very faster compared to the normal cursor for loops.
Okay. Tell me one thing, Mohammed. Your name is Mohammed or?
Muhammad Manan.
Okay, Mohammed Manan. Okay.
Yeah.
So you also worked on triggers, right?
Yeah, triggers kind of thing.
So can you please tell me that whether I can able to write a commit in the trigger body?
Yeah, we can write commit, but you need to mention pragma autonomous transaction. When we use commit inside the trigger, definitely we have to mention pragma autonomous, otherwise.
So what is autonomous transaction?
So like the main, whether it, suppose let's take there are two, a business logic is going on, I created one log function inside that main function, whether my main function success or failure, regardless of that, so it will create one log, so it will place a record, so that we can come across the so and so areas it got failed. For logging purpose, we used to put mainly. So independent transaction. So it's a preprocessor compiler.
Okay. So you also worked on U2L file package, right? Can you tell me how it is utilized while doing? Just illustrate with examples, so it will be helpful.
Suppose let's say customer says one CSV kind of thing, one comma separated or tab separated kind of an Excel file. So I keep it in so one location. I read that one by using file pointer, by using UTL file type. So from there I will read. I keep it in one scratch table. From there I can process by opening that in read mode or write mode, append mode, by specifying the.
Okay. You have also used the analytical functions, right?
Yeah, right.
So what is the difference between rank and dense ones?
Suppose if you use rank, it will skip the numbers. Let's say, suppose if you take top 10 salaries, suppose top 9 are the same. So in that situation, it will skip the second rank. It will give 10. So when you use dense rank, it will give top 9's once, and the 10th one it will give 10 when you use the dense rank.
Okay. Can you tell me the use of list tag aggregate function?
List aggregator or list aggregator or XML aggregator. List aggregator, XML aggregator or WM concat. So these three are doing the same activity. Suppose if you want to concatenate a group of data by using, suppose let's say a group by department number if you use. Suppose if you want to comma separated value or tab separated value, the place you delimiter specified based on that, it will give the result set.
So what is the extension, what is the new feature it is added to list tag in 12c?
List aggregator, I don't know yet. List aggregator.
So there is one overall. Now, let's consider that I have 1 lakh in employee table. I have 1 lakh employees.
Okay.
I want to group together by comma separated.
Okay.
According to the department wise.
Okay.
So one department is containing 1 lakh employees. So all 1 lakh employees will get displayed as
no,
output of
no. It will max support for 4,000 characters only. In that situation, I used an XML aggregator.
Okay, but
in 12c there is a feature. Sorry.
So Oracle 12c is come up with one feature.
Yeah, I don't know.
To avoid this particular situation.
I don't know actually. So in my project. Yeah, that scenario I don't know actually. In my projects, whenever it crosses more than 4,000 characters, I use XML aggregator kind of thing.
Okay, so there is one thing.
Yeah. If at all possible, can you please let me know so that I will observe.
So, can you tell me the features? What is the difference between what are the developer features added in the 12c?
Sorry?
Because you have written that what are the PLSQL developer?
Okay.
For PLSQL developer, what are the features or advantages has been added in the version 12c?
Version 12c, like we have a paging concept implemented there, given directly. Paging implementation by putting offset kind of thing. Apart from that, they have given identity kind of thing. So auto number generation kind of thing. So without using the sequence, we can directly put the auto number increment. Then we use the sequence values for the corresponding apart from that.
Any with clause?
With class already available in 11G, right? They have some enhancements kind of thing in that also.
Yeah, in 12C they have some enhancements, correct.
Mostly they concentrated paging kind of thing and the auto number kind of thing. Some of the triggers for database level, schema level triggers they have given.
You also worked on the import export, right?
Yeah, import export kind of thing. For my day-to-day, suppose release this one. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, but import export you have done means on Unix server or like what?
Not Unix server. I work for the Windows system only actually. So like whenever we used
how you use that import export utility?
Import export utility. Suppose my current version is 3.0.110. Suppose if I want to dump it and I want to apply the latest packages or procedures whatever I developed for the current version. In that situation, I used to export and import for the same. I created one dump file and same I.
So that let's consider there is one schema.
Okay.
Inside schema you have all objects.
Yeah, fine.
So synonym, sequence,
Yeah.
procedure, function, packages, everything is there in one schema.
Yeah, fine.
I want to only take export of certain tables, only data.
Yeah.
Is it possible?
Yeah, it's possible. Then in that situation, you need to specify what are the tables you want to. So you used to specify that with tables names by using the tables command in that utility. Tables equal to what are the tables you want, you have to give those tables. Yeah, we can achieve those things.
So how many years of experience you have?
Sorry? 4.5 years of experience.
You have 4. Okay. How much will rate yourself out of 10 in PLSQL?
I will give 6 around.
Okay, why so less?
Sorry?
Why so less?
Not less, around 6 to 7 I can give not. So there are many concepts, like not only, suppose some of the features we use in my project may not use in your project. So that's what I conclude.
Okay. Can you tell me about like dynamic SQL?
Yeah, definitely. So actually we have come across one situation in recent scenarios in my production server. So most of the things we used to write only dynamic SQLs only by creating VSS scale and some kind of thing. Apart from that, so I used bind variables kind of scenario to avoid the each time hard parsing. So there might be the server headache when we do each time a harder pass kind of thing. So even though we face a lot of scenarios, so we used to kill all the sessions. So in that scenario, so I come up one situation like by using dbms_SQL. So I used placeholders as well as the bind variables at runtime, so that it will keep the one best plan. So again, it won't go for the again hard parsing, do execute bind, and these steps all will be avoidable. Directly it will get the good plan. So by using DBMS SQL bind variables as well as by using DBMS SQL to reference cursor, so that I will return. So at runtime it will keep both placeholders as well as the values. Let's say scenario employee department number. Suppose if you are searching by using the employee name, in that situation whenever you are issuing, suppose let's say Manan, in that situation, suppose let's say another time, suppose Balu, each time it won't go for the hard parsing. So already there is a good plan available in the VDAL REST history, so it will pick the best plan optimizer.
Okay. So you also worked on the performance tuning, right?
Yeah, I have knowledge on that line. I have done some kind of.
Do you know regarding the SQL profiler?
Yeah, profiler.
So what is profiler actually? What is do? How you will execute a? Let's consider one query is running very slow. You got the SQL ID for that particular query.
Yeah. You know. So like how we will see the top SQLs in AWS report in the same scenario. When we install the profiler in, so we will execute some kind of tables, predefined tables provided by Oracle. So when we put the DBMS SQL, DBMS H profiler or profiler, start trace or start profiler, so it will identify the bottleneck query in the entire package where I don't know exactly. Suppose let's say my query contains 10 lines of, my package contains, my procedure contains 10 lines of code. I don't know where exactly got the issue.
How you will execute profiler on a query?
Sorry?
How you will execute a profiler on query? There is a certain method, right? You will execute.
Yeah, we will call those things.
Have you heard about that?
Sorry?
Yeah, SQL tune package.
DBMS SQL tune, you are saying DBMS monitor, DBMS.
Correct.
DBMS profiler dot start profiler we are using, and we are specifying some SQL ID number. At the same time, we used to specify that method name. This is the way we will.
Comprehensive in that. Comprehensive word we will mention, right?
Yeah, comprehensive. Right. I don't know exactly in that deep line.
Okay. Okay. So you also work on that. So have you known about the Oracle hints?
Yeah, I know hints. Some of them hints new. Like we have a first rows, all and rows, use_NL, use_merge, use_hash. Like use So index kind of thing. Apart from that, we have many more
So
order
what are
kind
the
of thing.
indexes are available in Oracle?
Indexes like we have a bitmap indexes and B-tree indexes. Like again,
By default Oracle creates which index?
by default Oracle creates B-tree indexes only.
Okay. So can you tell me like what is a function-based index?
Suppose whenever you are using trunk of dt date equal to some kind of you are specifying in the filter class, we will most of the times you use the same scenario. Suppose if you are getting from date to date in the report kind of thing, if you are specifying that particular column, suppose let's take a scenario. Suppose in the lab order we have a 1 lakh records. So I used to get those data in the particular period of time. So trunk of order date between from date and to date in that situation, we used to create a function based on the trunk function on the same column, order date.
Okay. Okay. Can you tell me the difference between decode and case?
Yeah, decode. So in the decode, mostly we used to, so the matching conditions we used to specify when we used to decode. Whenever, suppose if you want to comparison operator, or suppose if you want to write the complex queries, also we can write. By using case only, we can achieve those things.
So which one I can use in PLSQL statement?
Case is always better compared to the decode.
So decode can I use with PLSQL statements?
Decode we used to, so in expressions we can use decode. So already apart from that we can use in select statement also we can. So for expressions purpose we use the case statement only.
Okay. Let's take an example of one collection. So
Okay.
I have two similar kind of collections.
Okay.
Each collection contains employee data
Okay.
from the employee table.
Okay.
So if I want to compare or if I want to find out which data is common in both the collections, how will I do that?
By using multi-select, you are saying both the data comparison purpose, right? You are asking.
Correct.
Multi-select, union all we have. Yeah, intersect, multi-select intersect we used.
So can I use multi-select intersect with the collections?
We can use multi-select intersect or set operator also we can use, not a problem.
So you have, okay, let's take an example. I have one form and I have to insert the form data into the database table.
Okay.
Just tell me the data type of the columns. So I have employee name,
Okay.
then employee ID,
Okay.
then employee resume,
Okay.
and employee photo.
Okay.
Can you tell me the data type of the table?
Yeah,
If I
photo.
want to create a
Suppose
table.
if you want to upload the resume, we use it CLOP. Suppose if you want to upload the photo, we use it BLOP.
Okay, so what is the difference between the C and B log?
Sorry? It's a character large
What is the
object. Like,
difference?
sorry, come again question. I didn't get you.
Yeah, I mean, what is the difference between CLOB and blob?
Oh, CLOB versus BLOB you were asking, right? So, suppose if you want to place the XML kind of thing or JSON kind of thing, we use it CLOB thing. Suppose image kind of thing, so we use it binary format. We can't see directly. So by using DBMS log only we can see those things. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So have you worked on the XML?
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
My
have you
project.
created the XML by using?
Oh yeah, actually my building project definitely needs the mostly XML kind of thing. So
Okay, so I have this data, means employee table. I told you like 4,000.
the nodes form. Yeah, fine. Yeah, go ahead.
So I want to create XML based on this data. How will I do that?
So by using the XML element, so we will create the nodes. Apart from that, we used to create the XML attributes. So suppose if you want to segregate the data by using XML aggregator, so suppose if you want to create entire record by using XML forest, we can achieve. This is the one way. Apart from that, we have a many way. XML DOM we used. So XML DOM we use set by element, set by node, and set by text. So this is the way we can create a DOM. So that is the placed into in the column of CLOB.
Okay.
This is the way by using
Which company you work?
Sorry?
Which company you work currently?
Yeah, I'm working for the Udbhav Solutions, Udbhav Software Solutions.
Okay. Okay, and the client is the Lucent Technology.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Okay. Just give me a minute. I'm just going through with your resume. Okay, I think so, Mohammed, I'm good with the interview.
Okay, fine.
Do you have any questions?
So I don't have any questions here.
Okay, okay.
Okay, fine.
So
Thank
HR
you.
will let you know the status of the interview.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, thanks for your time.
Yeah. Thanks, Mohammed.
Thank you.
Hello, who's there on call?